Hello. Pericles and I are here today because we want to demonstrate to you carrots on the chair. Now, most of you have already done, hopefully, the introduction to the food exercises, which have helped you be able to keep your horse a safe distance from you when there's food around you. So I want to make sure that you learn this particular exercise as well, because the introducing food exercises are basically from a distance. So we want to be able to sit in a chair eventually, that's the goal, and have carrots under our chair just for the ease of not having to go leave the arena to get carrot every time you want to use a treat for a reward. So this is going to help him understand that this is my bucket and that I'll share it with him, but he needs to respect that it is my bucket and that he shouldn't Okay, so that's nice. He's already starting to get interested. So this is an empty bucket, as you can see. And what we're going to do is I'm going to ask him to leave this bucket. And I want to know, the most important thing that I want to know in all of these exercises is that I can keep my horse at any distance I want. And as long as he's respectful of my space, I don't care where he goes. There's hay over there. He can go anywhere else in this arena, but this area is mine, and when I ask him to leave, I want him to respect me for that. So I'm going to ask him to do it, and if he will leave and stay away from the bucket, then what I'm going to do is put carrots in the bucket, and then that's a game changer. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so now you need to go. Go. Good. So I like that. Really nice. And wait. Now, I want to be able to come over here and just be around this bucket and not be bothered by it, or him be bothered by it, that is. So this is exactly what we're looking for. This is a behavior that is perfectly acceptable. So now I feel like I can keep him off the food. Wait. I don't even mind if he's there because I already know I can move my horse. So if you feel that I wanted you to back up a little. If you ever feel a little bit threatened by your horse, or your horse is getting too amped up by the empty bucket, you're going to want to continue to ask your horse to go away from the bucket until he loses interest in having this bucket here. So right now he's eating grass, so I feel pretty good about the fact that I can move him. So now I'm going to add carrots into this bucket and see how it goes. My hiding spot got away from me. Wait. Now, if he'll go away and stay over there, I'll bring him a carrot. Wait. Good boy. So we want to reward the horse for understanding and saying, that's what I wanted, exactly right there. So he's problem solving. He's trying to figure out how he's going to get to these carrots, right? Because the next step of this exercise is carrots under the chair. I wouldn't want to sit in this chair with carrots under my chair if I couldn't keep the horse away from me while I'm standing next to the chair. Okay, so I'm going to say, this is really, really nice, and I know he's a really sensitive horse, so I don't want to move him, so I'm going to reward him for just being so polite when he came up. And then I'm going to ask, after he chews, ask him to go away again. So can you go away? Can you go? Good boy. Go. So you don't want your horse to just take a few steps away from the bucket and call that being, polite. Because if he just goes like this and you reward it every time, you're never going to get your horse to go far enough away from you that you feel like you've actually moved him off the bucket. So you can practice it, and it depends on the horse. A really sensitive horse maybe that will never come back if you move him too hard, I'd probably go ahead and reward just a few steps away and then ask for a few more steps away and do it like that. So we have to be able to read our horses. And I like this energy, so I'm going to give him a carrot. go bring him a carrot over there because I'm very pleased that he would go all the way over there and wait for me. And I want his energy to drop before I give him the carrot. Wait. Good boy. It's a good idea when you're giving treats to your horse too, if you have it in your hand and you go up, and let him first touch this part of your hand and then open your hand for the carrot so that you don't get bit. Right, come up. Kind of ask him to come up and wait. Wait. Whoa. Very nice. I'm going to give him another carrot for that. So we want to put a lot of pause in here. We don't want it to be a chaotic exercise where you're fighting with the horse for the carrots. If that starts to happen to you when you put the carrots in the bucket, then you go back to the empty bucket. Now, if he's still like that, little, crazy around the empty bucket, I would suggest that you go back to working with the introducing food exercises where the food is not in a chair and you near it, where you're keeping him away from the food and walking him back to the food. That would be my suggestion for those people. Go. So there, he's way over there now. That's nice. Good boy. I'm going to reward that because he's staying all the way over there where he knew I asked him to go. Now, I always want to keep it to connection. That's my goal. My goal is to always be in harmony with my, wait, in harmony with my horse. So what I want to do is walk back to the carrots and do something enjoyable. Come on. With my horse. But I'm not going to let him do it ahead of me. Wait. 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 Good boy. You just wait right there. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stand behind the chair. Good boy. I like that. That's nice manners. Very nice manners. So now that I know that I can move my horse off of this area with carrots on the chair, I'm going to go ahead and put the carrots under the chair and see what happens. So this would be something that you could do while you're sharing territory with your horse, as long as you know that you can be safe. Wait. Good boy. Now I'm going to reach down and bring him a carrot for doing that, for waiting. Wait. Wait. Now it's up to you how close you want your horse to you and the food. I know that Pericles is going to be respectful of my space. Go. Go around. Go. So I'm going to allow him to be close to me. But if you have a horse that's trotting around you, time to move him way out. Wait. Wait. So I'm going to let him get really close and see what happens here. Can you go away? Go, go. Go, go. Go away. breed. So I don't mind that he's here, just as long as he's not pushing me or for food. Good. Now I want to make sure, because after sitting here for a while and only asking him to take a few steps back, he could get real pushy. So I'm going to see if now I can continue to move him out. Can you go? Good, good. Go away. There we go. So that's nice. So because I'm feeling really comfortable with this exercise in him, I might just let him hang out here and, you know, enjoy kind of being with me and being able to touch me, because I feel like he's being polite in that. But the moment that I don't feel that, I'm gonna have to ask him to go away and be over there. Okay, go. Okay, that gets a reward. There we go. Wait. No. Can you go in? Go. So he's doing really, really well with this exercise. Beautiful day here in San Diego. It's been getting very, very hot, so this is a beautiful morning to do this exercise with Perry. So as you can see, he understands. He understands that if he's respectful, then he's going to get some carrots from me. So I think we've accomplished our task. Yes. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. So, there we have it. We have created this beautiful bond together, even around food, and I feel that he is really, really understanding. We don't work with Perry with treats during his training days, but doing things like this, sharing territory with food, is really enjoyable for us. Didn't mean to startle you. Yeah, just go there and wait. Wait. Back up. Good boy. So there you have it.